The Property Lane.
Brought to you by
Hello.
Yes, mwami mukasa.
Mutyaneyo.
Yono broka.
Yenze broka wa mayumba.
Bangambye ne nyumba za mwenungiko.
Kituufu. Oyagala abisenge bimeka?
Nga bisatu.
Ebbeeyi bagigambye?
Bangambye saataano.
Nedda ssebo eno zaali nnyamuuko.
Lwaki?
Anti langi gye tusiigisa ya mulembe. Kati ne value y'ekitundu yalinnya.
Musiigisa ki?
Global Paints.
Mutya.
Ku siiringi tukozesa Global Mat. Ate munda ne tukozesa Global Silk Vinyl.
Singa kwetaga wabweru.
Wabweru tukozesa Global Weather Coat Emulsion.
Kusiiga gye musiiga. Ogwo omutindo ogusasulira essente zonna.
Guli wumite.
Global Paint, a reliable product.
Welcome to the Property Lane, where it's everything real estate. My name is Catherine Nanteza and I'm your host tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we take a twist and look at the house in detail. And we today are starting with paint. And for that reason, don't forget to check out the Global Paint wherever you are. Check it out if you're into construction, if you're building, and see how that works for you. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I have a young lady, fresh from campus, who decided they don't want to go looking for a job. And man, they didn't. They decided to aim for the stars. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me none other than Miss Murungi Patience. Please tell us about yourself, your name, and what you do.
Thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Patience Murungi Bunyanyezi and I'm the founder and CEO of this brand, Ray Paints and Coatings, that we are here to profile today, and we're here to talk about paint, spaces look like, how it can affect what our moods are and everything in between, and how we start and how we get to the desired result.
Wow. Yes. Well said. Did you say co-founder or founder of the Ray Paints?
Yes, founder.
What inspired you to go to paints? I mean, people start with plastics, you know, sweets, food, and you aimed for construction. Yes. And not just construction, you decided to come up with a brand. What inspired that?
What inspired that is, first of all, Uganda as a country, and Uganda as a whole has a very big room and space for industrialization and manufacturing. So as someone that has chosen to be in the manufacturing space and has a background of over 8 years in manufacturing, you need to have a background of what you're going to do, because you put in a lot of finances before you actually get to put out a product. Okay. So there is a lot of background research that goes into if the product will be embraced, if there are actually gaps you're expressing with that product in the market. So it goes into the depth of the products that you have to make being embraced and being high value, because you are pushing volumes. You're pushing thousands of products and they have to count for something. Okay. So we found that paint is one of those products in the construction space. It ticked volume, it ticked so many brands pushing out products that are not genuine quality. So it was something that we could start with. The vision for Ray is to manufacture products for the construction space. So this is only the beginning.
So
yes, we're going beyond paint.
Okay, interesting.
But for now, we are focusing on pushing it as much as we can, and then we can push other products alongside this.
You said 8 years in manufacturing?
Yes.
Murungi, when did you leave campus? Or if I may ask, how old are you? Because 8 years.
I'm 26, clocking 27 in September.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
So you went straight for paint?
Yes, I did.
Why construction?
Why construction? We, as manufacturers, we need to do ample research before you push out the product. Like I said, there is a very big financial investment to put out these products. That's through the machinery, that's through compliance with the different institutions, the setting up of the factory. So you find you owe it to yourself to actually know if there is future in this product you're going to sell, because you do most of the work before putting out the products themselves.
Are you a scientist?
No.
So Okay, because manufacturing has a lot of chemical stuff and science.
Yes.
What did you do at campus?
I studied a Bachelor of Commerce, majored in finance. However, that cannot limit you not to push a brand. You work with people that are skilled in that particular side of things.
You're employing.
Yes.
Say it.
We work with several chemists
that
help us, people that have majored in microbiology, people that have majored in industrial chemistry.
Okay.
So you work with them to come up with this product that is supreme, because now we comply with the standards.
UNBS.
Yes.
I hope it is UNBS certified, right?
Yes, it is. It is, but UNBS is just one of the labs that people don't know about. There are several other labs where you work with the chemists to make sure you get the product that you want, and then you push for the certification, and the product is going to pass. Yes.
Okay, you said you have a factory.
Yes, we do.
And you're straight from campus. Where did you get the financing? Like, how can a young person who wants to do something like this get started? Because many people want to do such things, but they always talk about the funding. How does one get funding?
I think funding should be the last thing people should think about.
Okay.
Because it's all about the mind. What do you want? And then eventually God aligns you with these people that help you with all the things that you need. Before we got to the paint, I had another business that I was doing at that time that gave me the things that were needed, the idea that if I wanted to do if I wanted to do manufacturing at a large scale, these are the things that I need to do. I was, just briefly to talk about it, I was manufacturing detergents.
Okay.
But I was doing it from my hostel balcony at that time. And I
at campus?
Yes.
So you've been a businesswoman all along?
Yes. But at the same time, I had a background of general trade from my mother's shop.
Oh.
So I'd sort of learned to interact with people. Over the weekends, I would leave school to go home and then assist with the small work that we have to do. And eventually, I had raised some capital aside. So I don't
Your mom was paying you?
Yes.
No, not it's not every day that you're working for your parents and they are paying.
We had an understanding.
Okay.
At that time, I was saving and got a few contracts here and there that helped me to get startup capital after campus. So the viewers out there, I don't want it to look like you can just snap into a big business. You actually work your way towards it, because now this is a result of 8 years. It's a result of 8 years, and it's a compounding effect that now I've been manufacturing the detergents, and now we've closed that chapter and we are starting afresh to serve the construction space. So along the way, the lessons and the consistency, it brings about this. So if someone is looking at funding whatever they want to do, they first have to ask themselves, what can I do with what I have?
Okay.
Because let's say that business at university, I started it with what I had, the allowance that I had. It was not something that needed a lot because I could easily start it. So I would advise just someone working their way towards something, because you might look for funding, but you actually cannot manage those funds.
And you don't even have purpose.
You don't know the priorities of manufacturing. You don't know that you have to invest in the product first. But before you even know that you have to do that, along the way, God gives you a bigger vision. God gives you the people that you need, and then you work your way towards it. Because now some people are limited to not starting because they probably think they need like 10 million, 20 million.
Yeah.
But you can actually do whatever you want and whatever aligns with your passion in maybe 1 million, 2 million. Yes. So that is what I can say for that.
Thank you. And before we get started on Ray paints or painting generally, I wanted to know also, apart from the funding, the dream, what has kept you in there? What has kept you going?
What has kept me going
for a job?
First of all, I don't think because I've not been employed officially in a blue collar setting for the things that I studied. I cannot be employed anymore. So right now I have no choice. Let's start from there. I have no choice.
It has to work.
It has to work. Secondly, I think everyone personally has their dreams, and dreams are free. In my mind, I cannot show that this is my definition of dream. This is my definition of abundance. This is my definition of retirement. Everyone's dreams vary, but according to my version and what's in my mind, I know that this is the work that I have to put in. Okay. So because of the end in mind, I know that I actually have to wake up and, go and do that my best. And also I am a mother. I don't want to take
You
that.
are?
Yes.
You keep surprising.
I am a mother. I told myself.
I saw the rings and I didn't want to ask. Yeah.
I am a mother. And every time I leave my boy at home and I get into the car and leave for work, I tell myself, if I'm not spending time with my son, this has to be worth it. At least I should be doing something that is going to create more time for me and him at a later age.
Okay.
At a later date. So there are those small reminders that this has to count for something. And for it to count for something, you have to be all in. Because what is the point of doing something and you're not doing it 100%?
Okay.
So for me, that is my perspective on life and work. Because it aligns with the goal and the end in mind, yes.
So after the dream,
yes,
and all that, the passion, the obsession,
yes,
how do we get Ray Paints to wherever it's supposed to be? Do Ray Paints get known, marketed, or trusted? How are you doing that?
Firstly, by delivering a quality product and delivering professionalism. Why those are one of our cornerstones as a new brand in the market. And it's because once you get a client, they will always keep coming back or refer you to do business. And that is the best way to do business.
Okay.
Make sure that when you deliver, the job is appreciated, the full value of everything and the money is appreciated. The only challenge we have is most Ugandans wanting to pay cheap prices for quality things. Right?
Yeah.
So our products are premium. Because we know once you go the cheaper route, things are not going to turn out nice.
Okay.
And that is the biggest challenge, and that is one of the reasons we came into serve people in the construction space. You pass by several buildings and the paint after 3, 4, 5 years, it is fading.
Yeah.
That is not the original color. And that goes back to the people that are doing the production. So sometimes people are not knowledgeable about what they do. And when it comes to paint, it's very hard for a layman that you're serving to know that this is not good quality. They cannot feel it. You can only see the effect after. So that is one of the challenges that you might get. But you always have the right client for you.
Okay.
Yes.
You're not for everybody.
We are not, no. Then you get mistaken.
Okay.
Yes.
Dear viewers, we are going to take a very short break, and when we come back, we will now be looking into paint generally. How do you prepare for paint? How do you tell the good quality paint? How many types of paint do we have? See you shortly.
The Property Lane. Brought to you by
Alo.
Nsebo mwami mukasa.
Mutyaneyo.
Yono broka.
Yenze broka wa mayumba.
Bangambye ne nyumba za mwenungiko.
Kituufu. Oyagala bisenge bimeka?
Nga bisatu.
Ebbeeyi bagigambye?
Bangambye saa 5.
Dedda ssebo eno zaali nnyamuuko.
Lwaki?
Anti langi gye tusiigisa ya mulembe. Anti ne valiyo ekitundu yalinnya.
Musiigisa ki?
Global Paints.
Mutya.
Ku siiringi tukozesa Global Mat. Ate munda ne tukozesa Global Silk Vinyl.
Singa kwetaga wabweru.
Wabweru tukozesa Global Weather Coat Emulsion.
Kusiiga gye musiiga. Ogwo omutindo okusasulira essente zonna.
Guli wumite.
Global Paint, a reliable product.
Welcome back from that very brief break. Once again, my name is Catherine Nanteza, hosting the Property Lane. I send greetings to all my fans, especially my friend who calls me Nanteza. Yeah, we continue talking about paint, and I'm here with Murungi, taking us through paint. What do we need to prepare for paint? Okay. So take us through.
All right, what do we need to prepare for paint?
Or when do we start thinking paint in construction?
Okay. We start thinking about paint before we put up the foundations. That is through working with your interior designer to come up with a 3D
impressions?
Yes, the 3D impressions. And once you've done them, you walk that journey of what do I want my place to look like. Okay. So sometimes we come on board when they're still designing. And most times we ask them, what do you want? Okay. What do you want the place to make you feel? If it is a restaurant, how do you want your clients to walk in? How do you want them to feel? If it is a home, if it is a school, we have to walk a particular journey. Why do you want this paint? And why do you want it in these places?
Okay.
So we have different paints that I may just highlight, and then we get to how do we get from that starting point to the end point.
Oh, before you get to that, so you're saying, most people, and Ugandans have a habit of trying to do things themselves and avoiding professionals. I think that's why they end up with funny colors. Or I've entered a house, and I don't know if it's a paint effect, but I've entered a house where you feel like you're squeezed and there's space. But
was it a dull color?
I don't know. But I rented a house where I could not stay there for long. I felt like the house is squeezing me.
Yes.
Does that come from paint?
Yes. Paint has that effect. Paint has the ability to make a room look bigger, to make a room look brighter.
Okay.
And to make a room look more enclosed than it actually is. So sometimes it depends on the walls, and we use the effect of the sun. There are some colors we intentionally put next to the doors or the windows because we know that the light is going to reflect on that wall and it will make the room look bigger and brighter. So it does have that effect on the buildings.
So you're saying we should not wait for when a building is at this level.
Yes.
By this time, the painters have already been involved and they know which color is going where.
Most times, painters do not think for you. A painter will come to you and ask, what color do you want? And you will also not know what color you want because you did not make that inquiry at the time you were supposed to make the inquiry. However, sometimes we come in on the buildings before they start this process with the painters, and we come when it's plastered, just like you may see this background.
Okay.
Just like we've already finished the wall preparation and it's ready for the final coat of paint, but it's still okay for us to come on board once you've reached that stage. So the conversation we were supposed to have then, we have it now because paint is not something that is wearing, let's say, like a foundation. Right?
You can change it anytime.
Yes, the building is already set up and ready for painting, so it's also still a good time for us to come in once you have to start the wall preparation. But before we get into the wall preparation, when a client is interested in buying paint, because this is not a one-off buy, we customize for you what you want.
You can do that?
Yes,
you can mix for me colors.
Yes.
Okay.
We customize what you want. So what happens is we get to have a conversation. We ask you, what do you want for your building? Do you have any 3D impressions? We can look at it. If you don't have, because some people still do not embrace technology in the construction space, we do a site visit. And normally what happens at that site visit is we have to check the plumbing and the roofing. Okay. Why we do that is because sometimes people apply quality paint but on bad walls. And we cannot fix so much. We cannot make miracles, right?
Do you do one at that point?
Yes.
Like fix the walls? Okay.
We have plumbers and experts in the construction space. So if your people have already left the site, we bring our own people. But we liaise with the people that you've been working with, and we tell them this was done like this. The roofing is going to cause leakages, which will affect moisture in the walls. and that moisture is what affects the paint to start peeling.
Okay.
That is why sometimes you find there are bubbles on walls, right? Water
And
is
it's
coming
happening
out.
a lot these
Yes,
days.
water is coming out of the wall, but that water is coming from somewhere.
Okay.
The pipes, the drainage, the roofing. So we come on board first things first to work on that.
Okay.
Because a good quality product it will not make sense after 3-4 years when the moisture has led to mold, and then it will look like our problem. And one thing about paint is we are the people that actually bring out the full value of
And
a
the beauty.
building. Yes. So someone will invest $1 billion, $1 billion, but it's a site until it's painted. They bring out the actual value of your investments, like makeup on a bride, or it's the color effect that we bring on board. So we make sure that we take away all these disclaimers that will make us look like we did the bad job.
Is it like if your walls are bad, then ray paints won't come on it? Is it like written in stone? Like before we come, we have to check. Don't bring us on a falling wall.
The right client will actually love that.
Okay, but you don't force it.
We tell them, we are going to come on board and do this, but we have to do these checks. The good thing, we are not tampering with anything. It doesn't cost a lot.
Okay.
We just tell them, let's test that the piping is done right. And the beauty is, at that point in time, let's say when we're doing the surface preparation like this, you've not yet done the tiling.
Okay.
And also this is something that the people that are tiling have to do. They have to test for the water.
Okay.
Otherwise, they
will pop.
We have a lot of unprofessionalism in our space. So you'll find the person that was doing the piping, or whoever is doing the tiling in the bathroom, maybe when they were fixing the tile, they broke the pipe. But because maybe they are rushing to go somewhere else, or because they have to meet a particular deadline, they will not communicate that we have to remove all the tiles and fix the pipe. So because of that, you find that we have to actually take precautions, because on the other end of that wall that has that pipe, it's
your paint.
Yes, it's not tiled. So if the bathroom wall is this side, it has the tile. On this end, it is painted. It's probably a bedroom or a wardrobe. So you don't want water. You don't find your clothes wet and you ask yourself, where is the water coming from? But remember, that affects the paint. It affects the paint and it starts peeling off as a painting issue, a quality of paint issue, when it's not. But it doesn't cost much. We usually tell our clients, let's just do this, make sure that they did the right job for you, and then we can start from there.
Do they pay for that?
Yes, they do. But depending on the job, if you are sure that they're going to give you the job, sometimes we say no.
Let's discount it.
Yes, we discount it. But usually for someone that may not even bring us on board and they just want color consultation, they are already going to paint with another brand, we charge for that.
Color consultation?
Yeah, the color consultation and customizing and making sure your building is ready for paint. Because most people, there is a knowledge gap when it comes to that.
Educate us. What do we do?
So normally after that,
what do we do to prepare?
After doing the quality checks of the roofing and the plumbing, and everything is generally okay, we start working the journey of wall preparation. You do not just paint a plastered wall, just like you may see this. We have a product called the skim coat, the red skim coat, which it's a powdered based product. Yes, it is this. It is a powdered based product which we mix in water and we evenly apply it onto this plastered wall.
So this is a plastered wall.
This is a plastered. The reason why it is left like this is because according to the plan of the kitchen, we are going to tile some places and put some kitchen cabinets.
Okay.
Yes, so we shall only get to this part until we've finished the tiling and the fitting of the cabinets. But usually the entire building looks just like this. So we start first things first with the skim coat. This is a modern version of what people identify as filler. Yes, it's a modern version. It's in the same family, but it gives off better results than the filler. But most people in the construction space have not yet learned it, but they're start quality.
Okay, there's so many questions.
Yes.
Dear viewers, time is running out. But we are coming back with more on paint. And Murungi, there's still a lot to learn, from scheme to the next, to the next. And so we are going to have one more show on paint. For now, give us a summary as we come to the end of the show.
No problem. Usually with the wall preparation, we use two products. That's the skim coat and the undercoat. So after mixing the skim coat with water and we apply it, it gives you a paste-like feel.
Okay.
You apply it on the wall, and when it dries, you sand it. That is what the Baganda call okuwaula. We sand it, and after sanding, we apply the undercoat. And after that, we leave the site for the people tiling to do their job. And then we come back to apply the final coat, which is usually the vinyl silk.
Okay.
It's a washable type of paint. And usually, according to the color you've picked, we just apply it. Yes, because we've already prepared the wall for a final coat of paint.
Okay.
Yes. So in summary, for interior, it depends. Some people also want to apply like a stucco, that is a premium marble-like paint.
Okay.
Yes, that is also used after the wall preparation. Yes, and as well as a matte emulsion. A matte emulsion is an affordable option.
Now you're introducing new. And anyway, we shall start from there next time.
Yes.
Dear viewers, it's been lovely hanging out with you. I love it when I see young people in the entrepreneurship space, and especially young people who are committed to professionalism. So don't go. We will be back next week, continuing this episode on paint from Kat and the rest of the crew. See you next time.
The Property Lane. Brought to you by...
Alo.
Sebo mwami mukasa.
Mutyaneyo.
Yono broka.
Yenze broka wa mayumba.
Bangambye ne nyumba za mwenunjiko.
Kituufu. Oyagala bisenge bimeka?
Nga bisatu.
Ebbeeyi bagigambye?
Bangambye saa 5.
Nedda ssebo eno zaali nnyamuuko.
Lwaki?
Anti langi gye tusiigisa ya mulembe. Kati ne valiyo y'ekitundu yali nnya.
Musiigisa ki?
Global Paints.
Mutya.
Ku siiringi tukozesa Global Mat. Ate munda ne tukozesa Global Silk Vinyl.
Singa kwetaga wabweru.
Wabweru tukozesa Global Weather Coat Emulsion.
Owa. Kusiiga gye musiiga. Ogwo omutindo ogusasulira essente zonna.
Guli wumite.
Global Paint, a reliable product. The Property Lane.